Hey everyone, so in this video I'm gonna talk about 5 key marketing strategies that Ikea Korea use to drive $470 million a year. I'm actually such a big fan of Ikea because they have furniture that has really high value for money. And not only that, the location, the warehouse is so close to me. It's just 10-minute walk. So on the last Saturday, I went to Ikea to check out some furnitures there so that I can decorate my beautiful offices here in Korea. And then it was about 9:28 a.m. at the time. So I had to wait for a couple of minutes to enter the location, the warehouse itself. But I realized that I can only enter the cafe or restaurant, not about the showroom or the entire warehouse yet, because there is a kind of like opening hours from 9 a.m. cafe and restaurant. From 10 a.m. the showroom will be open too. So it got me thinking, okay, this is really nice marketing strategy because it allows the IKEA Korea make some small revenue by leading the customers first to the cafe and restaurant, but also the customer can sense or feel about the initial vibe of IKEA Korea itself. Meaning, when you go to those cafe or restaurant, you would actually see a lot of chairs or desks, or even food, or some coffee bean, or some decorations, like literally everywhere possible. And even the coffee or the meal is really reasonable price. So that's why it can even lead to some positive experiences first, and then when you wait for 30 minutes to enter the showroom, you can have some excitement around the those waiting times. I instantly think that, okay, I need to really deep dive into IKEA marketing, especially not only for offline marketing and online marketing, so let's dive in. By the way, hi, I am the founder of HY Marketing, helping international brands succeed, such as in Korea, Japan, and beyond, with strategic social media marketing. So let's dive in. So first things first, before we talked about the strategy itself, I want to leave some big question here, which is, how do you make customers come and buy? This is our big question. Before jumping into those strategies, it's about reminder at the end of this video so that you can actually answer the question for your business or your brand, okay? So the number one marketing strategy for IKEA was about low entry strategy. What I mean by low entry strategy is about you can actually get access to it really easily, and then you don't ever think about you want to go there or not. Okay, so to make the location very accessible, you might need to consider where the location should be or what kind of offers you have to prepare. But the easiest way you can actually do is with, some event or pop-up stores or some really nice coffee or even nice meals, so that they can just come by and then have some great brunch there and then enjoy the showroom. So that's how IKEA actually doing right now. So IKEA is known for those great global furniture itself, but at the same time they have a culture called like Swedish culture, right? So IKEA Korea offers 2 different ways to make the low entry strategy. Number 1 is about the food, and then number 2 is about the product price range. So when you go to cafe or restaurant, the coffee price is about less than probably $4 or sometimes $2, and then product range also starts from $2 even, so that when you just go there with your friends and hang out with them, or even you go to with your family, you can actually grab multiple things even though you don't actually plan to buy something, because it's just cheap, no-brainer, okay? So when you think about this, you should have to make your low entry strategy for your brand. So I actually talked about non-fiction marketing strategies where they strategically have some free samples with less than $5, so that people can actually buy the samples first and decide which perfume they want to buy later. And actually, it doesn't have to be with price, by the way, with the low entry strategy. So if you are a service business, you can actually think about, those lead magnets or some free playbook. By the way, I have a free playbook that I want to share with you. It's totally free. It's about 90-day market entry growth playbook. You can actually download right now. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. And then if you are a brand, you can actually think about the free samples. Like, it doesn't have to be really big, but you can actually spread those free samples to micro influencers, or you can actually make them available in your website. You have to think about the low entry strategy so that you can actually make the first impression, the first positive experience with the customer itself. Because if there is no touch point available, there will be no possibility that you can actually contact them, or you can actually making them to try your product itself. And then there is a rule of 8, meaning to sell something to your customer, they have to see at least 8 times. If you can Google about it, you can actually see the meaning of the full version, by the way. But nowadays, it's getting higher. It's more than 8. It can be 18 or something like that. We have to unlock the connection first, the first relationship, so that we can foster the process with other marketing strategies at the same time. So this was number 1. Number 2, experience first and educate them. So when you go to Ikea's cafe or restaurant, you would actually see the bunch of stuffs from Ikea. The furniture is from Ikea, the ingredient from Ikea, the coffee bean is from Ikea, the decoration is from Ikea. So their strategy is about, once you try this, you will love it. Or you can actually imagine this type of decoration at your home or in your office once you buy this. So they are showing how the vibe would be in your place. It's about demo design itself. I actually believe this type of theory, once you experience this, you will love it, because if you truly believe in your product or your service, people will eventually notice that, wow, this is so great. So that is why once I have a collaboration with our client and we think the brand or product is so unique and great enough, we are also excited about the marketing itself. But if the product or brand has no vision or any unique selling point, even though we are so great at marketing itself, there is no way that we can actually promote the brand or product effectively. In the beginning of your campaign, you have to think about how you can actually effectively spread the word in the market, whether it's Korea or Japan or English-speaking markets, so that you have the awareness properly. So let them experience your brand and product by giving some samples or giving some free stuffs. When I was in New York, there was a lot of events that I can actually get some free things. It was a lot of competition even. So your homework would be think about how you can make the audience experience your brand or product better than now. I also have to think about it. And number 3, diverse offline events that make first-time visitors to fans. So let's say you went to Ikea and you bought some fake flowers, and the next thing you know, you get asked from the clerk from Ikea saying that, do you want to become a Ikea family member? You can actually get blah 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 benefits, blah 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 discounts, and then you will think about, okay, that's really great, I'm gonna sign up. And the next thing you know is about getting the email from Ikea. Thank you for purchasing our products, blah blah blah. And then later they can also ask about how was your experience at Ikea, okay? And weeks later, you will notice that you get some promotional email from Ikea saying that, oh, this is our free event. You can just hang out with us, like wearing pajamas or free meals or even some tour with us. Do you want to join? Kind of like let's hang out vibe. Most of events you don't have to pay for, which is really amazing, or even just small amount of payment like $10. What they are doing is about making the relationship so that they don't ever think about leaving IKEA. I think this is really brilliant idea because it's about combining online marketing strategy plus offline marketing strategy. You can feel the IKEA, and then later you can also check out content on social media at the same time. So your take should be how you can make diverse offline outside of your online content for sure. It could be about listing your product something like at Costco or Emart or those warehouse stores, so your customers can actually see and then try and then buy. Or you can even open some pop-up stores to really promote your product aggressively. In the beginning of your launching phase, especially you have a tight budget for the marketing part, I'm not really recommending opening the pop-up store. Rather, you could actually do hiring some main key opinion leaders in your category, and you can actually spread the word through online by giving some free products to some micro influencers for sure. And then you can nurture the process through social media content. If you have a budget like something less than $50,000, it should be more about influencer marketing plus social media content strategy. By the way, I talked about this earlier in my previous YouTube videos, so check it out. And then number 4, strategic email marketing. So I'm gonna show you right now. So basically this is the first email I got. Sorry, this is in Korean by the way. Let me try to translate into English. When you sign up, you will get the welcome email for a show like this. What I noticed recently about once you purchase some product at IKEA, you will actually get how was the product, like those asking feedback from IKEA. And then also they actually recommend some great pairs that match your product at the same time. And even nowadays they are introducing a new product time to time. I guess their marketing strategies through email marketing has been really changing in a way that more aggressive. I think this is clever because most of the time some brands, some retailer like Gmarket or Auction or even Coupang, they really don't do strategic email marketing. And then actually this is true that Korea is not really competitive in email marketing. I mean, it's changing, and some brands notice that there is a great advantage about utilizing email marketing for sure, but still it's early stage. So if you're watching this, I highly recommend utilizing email marketing, but I'm not recommending this in the beginning of launching phase, especially if you have a tight budget, by the way. But if you are in the stage of scaling your brand or businesses, you have to really consider how you can incorporate email marketing for your brand for sure. And number 5, omnichannel online marketing strategy that feels like personal. So IKEA Korea has 4 different social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Kakao. Let me double check. So basically what they do about their YouTube videos, it's more about influencer collaboration and product recommendations from IKEA employees. Yeah, how to utilize those products, at your home, before and after kind of type of like content. So through YouTube videos, they understand it's more about giving value to the audience so that the customers can understand how we can utilize those furnitures at the maximum level. So it's more about diverse contents you can imagine. And then when you go to search, it's a similar way about the employees' recommendations or the new product alert or influencer collaborations once again. Yeah, I guess it's just pretty much about it, or showing some customers home that has Ikea furnitures. And not only that, they also utilize Facebook and Instagram for sure. Sometimes they interview some customers at Ikea, showing the new product or even highlighting some curated vibes like this. So when you check this type of content, you have to think about actually 3 different paths that customers look for. So through email marketing, it's more about direct promotion with this strong CTA, call to action. And then through social media like Instagram, it's a gentle reminder, I'm here. And then through paid ads, it's also more about direct approach or sometimes just getting followers, As you can tell, right now they are just increasing the awareness first or giving some free value or giving some announcement. You can get some free delivery. We are celebrating 10-year Ikea here. It's more about, I'm here. You can actually get this benefit, but I guess they have to actually optimize the creatives for sure, because right now it's just increasing the awareness. I would recommend retargeting the customers more than just using creatives that increase awareness through paid ads. I actually talked about retargeting strategies before, so you can check this out here. Okay, so for localization strategy, when you can see that all is actually fully optimized for Korean consumer, right? So from the website to even content on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook ads, even they are utilizing Kakao. So Kakao is more about like WhatsApp version in Korea, and the 90% of Korean use Kakao, like everyone. So you can tell there is a 1 million friends, 1 million subscribers to Ikea Korea KakaoTalk channel. So even though you are not really targeting Korea, in Japan there will be line for sure, in China there will be another way around. We are not specializing China, by the way. I'm not really recommending this in the early stage because you will notice that you have to manage all of diverse social media channels at once. What I really recommend in the launching phase, you have to actually utilize Instagram and Facebook first, and then along the way you have to hire some influencers from Instagram, and then some of the influencers hub in the neighbor cafe at the same time. Neighbor cafe is similar to Facebook. If you are a brand looking to scale your business, having this type of KakaoTalk and then sending the events time to time will be really amazing to make the best ROI possible, because it's all about blocking the leak so that you can improve your ROI time to time. I recommend social media like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Kakao, and even localized content on your website too. And also don't forget to have the email marketing strategy at the same time. So our first question was, how do you make customers come and buy? So I hope it was helpful for getting answers for your brand about this question. And then your homework should be, how can you make your customers or clients come and buy? Okay. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel for sure. Hit the like button and hit the notification button at the same time. I'll see you later. Bye for now.